Welcome, ladies. Thank you guys for taking the time to talk to me today. Just want to kind of pick your brain on what's going on with the coronavirus and how that's affecting Chattanooga College and really college education in general, specifically with the technical college and cosmetology careers, manicuring careers, aesthetics. I mean, there's you guys are feeling it, and you guys have really stepped up and done a great job to provide opportunity for your students and what that looks like. And so we just kind of want to reach out and give people who maybe are on the fence about coming to school and encourage them to let them know that this is a great time to come to school amidst everything that's going on. So with that being said, what does the process right now look like if I am someone who's interested in going to cosmetology school? It has that changed the enrollment process at all? If I want to book a meeting with you, Shania, like what does that look like? Can you guys touch on that a little bit?
For sure. So I'll start it and then we'll let Jania piggyback on it. As far as the admission process goes, we are still rolling the same way in the aspect of we are staying in compliance with the CDC and limiting ourselves to no more than 10 at a time. But with that being said, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am still doing meetings in person if that's something that you're interested in. And if not, you're too scared to get out, and that's totally okay. There's ways that we can go around that. And one way we're doing that now is through the Zoom calling or through a video chat, etc. I can do your interview virtually. And then from there, you are more than welcome to go ahead and do your financial aid online. That's a process that you can do on your own. And then we have operators that are standing by that can be assistance to you and answer any questions that you have about your financial aid while you're trying to fill it out. That can be done over the phone as well in order for you to go ahead and start the process to go ahead and set up your financial aid as well.
Yeah, that's great. So what does it look like once, let's say once you're enrolled and classes start and practical start, like what does that look like now with all of this going on? How have you guys shifted with that?
So we are one of the only schools in the Chattanooga area that have available an online curriculum as well as the curriculum that we provide for our students in the classroom. So we have just amped that up even more. So we allow students to have education at their fingertips through an online system that we use. And that prepares them for not only the state board examination, but also to advance in their career as a whole. And so right now we're offering we're going to advance our system to offer the capability of having like simulations of different haircuts or different techniques that those students can practice. We can demonstrate that, and then they can practice at their own pace. And then also we're going to also have it where it's a virtual classroom, so to speak. So you'll actually have a chance to see the instructors perform live during your class time. So we are really working hard to advance the technologies that we offer to make it a better learning environment and experience for our students.
We set the camera up today. It looks pretty cool back there on the salon floor.
Yes,
we're excited about it.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, that's incredible for, this to really be in full-fledged for about just a few days, that you guys are able to twist that around and really come up with a solution. Shows your creativity for sure. But yeah, my next question would be, if I am someone who is interested in the cosmetology career, but right now salons are closed, why would I want to get into that?
So again, just talking about how resilient this industry is and how we always find a way to thrive even through adversity. And one of the things I can say, like we've had stylists that are still able to provide their clients with, whether it's at-home kits, some of them are doing tutorials on how to care for your hair in between this time that we're out of the salon. We're also providing them with, travel sizes. Some people were able to go in and buy travel size care bags that, like I said, they could sell to their clients just to maintain their hair during this period of time. So there's still no loss. It may be a difference in the income, but there's not a complete loss of income. Some people are also selling gift certificates for future services, which I think is amazing as well. Some people are doing raffles. So my point in saying that is that we're resilient, we're creative, and we're very resourceful on what we've been given, so that we can maximize it to at least soften this blow that we may have experienced as a whole community.
And then as far as the school aspect goes and why they can go ahead and start, bright side is they have 12 months that they have to spend with us, regardless of whether they can go in the salon or not. So they are going to have 12 months that they can bounce back from this before those salons are able to open back up. So, now's the time to start. They can go ahead and start on their education, and then in 12 months, the beauty industry is going to be busting wide open again. We were talking recently about the funny memes that are going on with everything that's going on right now with the coronavirus, and how a lot of these memes are directed towards the beauty industry, and all of these women are freaking out, and men are freaking out about how we're going to do our nails and our skin and our lashes and our hair, etc. And that should go to show multiple people, and even students, you all that want to enroll, as to what the demand for the beauty industry is. People are willing to pay money to look pretty, there's no other words to describe it, at the end of the day, and they're going to give you those coins, as we call them here at Chattanooga College. So now more than ever, when this is all said and done, the beauty industry is going to be booming, and we need stylists and estheticians and nail technicians that are ready to get to work in the field.
And one thing I would also add to that is that when you look better, you feel better. So
Yeah.
during these times, a lot of times people are really down about everything that's going on. And I think sometimes that's that boost that people need to pick me up. A few highlights always makes a girl feel better. So definitely is something that I would say that people are really going to be striving to hurry and get to those salons. So as much as you may have experienced a reset, we may have experienced a reset in our world at the moment. It's definitely going to be a rush as soon as this is lifted. So it's definitely a career that I would recommend.
And it'll open before you know it.
Yeah, and not that's right. And not even to mention, to be able to go into people's homes if you're comfortable with that, or have people come into your home as a stylist, they're really, you don't think as a salon person I can work from home, but you really can. There's a lot of opportunity there.
Yes, we are seeing right now, one thing, obviously hair is a little bit more challenging as far as color, chemical services go. You can always use your kitchen sink if you have to, state restrictions and stuff like that. But nail technicians are doing mobile services, which we have seen that is obviously legal. And they're plugging up their little pedicure bowls with the vibrators and the manicure bowls and stuff, and setting it up that way. So we say we're hustlers in the aspect of we're going to make a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, and try to take care of our clients too, because that's one great thing about it too. You talk about the finance side of it, but it's the relationship side too. And like she said, when you look better, you feel better, and we want our clients to know that we're still right here and ready to be of service as best we can, as far as following Tennessee state restrictions with the Board of Cosmetology, etc.
Yes. And one of the things that I would say, just talking about relationship, even that relationship for the stylists and their clients, it's like we're with our girlfriends all day long. And so that's something that we're going to miss with the social distancing. It really is hard on us as well, because this is something that we really enjoy to do. And so you miss that interaction that you have, that human interaction, and the physical touch of that and what that looks like. A lot of times people fail to mention, that's why we have so many people who are caregivers or very compassionate people that lean towards this industry, because we experience that exchange every day. So exchange of energy and compassion and care and physical touch, that is something that we find that we have a lot of people in this field that we all connect in that way. So
yeah, that's a great point. That's something I've never really thought about, that there a lot, every hairstylist I've ever gone to, I have felt some sort of emotional connection with them, because they're good listeners and they enjoy being around me. They're conversational. a hairstylist can be your best friend, and for a lot of people, it is their best friend. So
Exactly.
that is a huge plus to the industry.
One of our instructors always says that he can tell you more about his clients than their husband can, because they tell you everything. Like, so funny along those lines.
That's true.
That
So
would
we
make
just have
sense.
that relationship.
Yeah.
That's great. So my last question is, what just in general, what makes the beauty industry, cosmetology, a great career to be in?
So I'll start with that one. I feel like it's unlimited potential what we can do in this field, whether it is in the type of industry you get in, whether you want to be in a corporate salon, if you want to own your own salon suite, everything in between. I always tease and say it's like my career is the evolution of a hairstylist. Everything from red carpet now to the executive director of a cosmetology school, having multiple salons and things of that nature. Like, I feel like it's unlimited what we can do and the impact that we can have, not only just in this industry, but in the community, because I've also been a part of nonprofit organizations where I've done haircuts for the homeless. And so to be able to transfer that and have the ability to touch lives and not just make a great living, but to touch lives and meet great friends, you can't ask for a better career.
And then as far as, she's a stylist that's been in it for a long time, and I'm a stylist that's just starting out after a few years. One thing that you can touch on too is just the aspect of, there's so many different career opportunities that you can have. For instance, me, I am an alumni from here at Chattanooga College, and I can tell you that I fell in love with the business side of it as much as I did the salon side of it. Now, I love my clients. I love to do hair. That's a passion that I have in the beauty industry, but the business side of it being able to educate our students that you don't have to stand on your feet 7 days a week if you don't want to stand on your feet 7 days a week, because that's something that shies so many people away. If you branch yourself out there and brand yourself, and if you know the business techniques that are needed, you can have multiple careers, multiple sources of income, and still be in the beauty industry, which is the beauty of Chattanooga College, and the aspect of it taught me that. And then had the blessing to be able to just transfer right into this and still do my salon stuff. But it's just the fact that there's so many different opportunities you can have, besides just standing on your feet 7 days a week if you don't want to. And she talked about the nonprofit organizations. Another thing that we can mention just is that we have the opportunity also to work in fashion shows. As far as nonprofit goes, our students have had the opportunities to do multiple hair shows and fashion shows while they have attended college with us, along with those haircuts for the homeless events. We do a mom days out sometimes where we partner with a local organization for that. So there's just multiple different ways, which goes back to that whole making people feel good too. There's multiple different career opportunities that you can have within the beauty industry besides just being in that salon every day.
Exactly. And so I like to say, like, we as a whole, I find that what we have in common is that we're all multifaceted, right? And so there's always some of us that have that creative bug, and then there's also that person that is very analytical. And so you bridge those two together, and it makes for a very unique creative person that you can thrive in, not only just the cosmetology world, but also in aesthetics and also in nails. So going back to what Shania said, it's just a perfect blend of those worlds. And there's no other career where you can give your own self a raise. And this is something that we can do in our industry. So I share that with people, like, you have the potential to earn as much money as you want to make. But the first thing is find something that you love to do, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, you guys are creative hustlers. There's endless opportunity.
Right.
Well, to wrap it all up, Shania, maybe if you want to touch again on how, if someone is interested in enrolling in cosmetology school or manicuring or aesthetics, like what's the step right now and what's the process look like?
For sure. So the first step obviously would just be there are links that are provided. You can go onto our website and fill out a form, and then I will be the person that speaks directly with you. Just provide your first and last name, email, address, and your telephone number, and then I'll reach out to you and I can communicate with you via phone, and then we can go from there as to how you would like to schedule a meeting. If you feel more comfortable with waiting until after this is all said and done, you obviously have that opportunity. But if this is something that you know that you're ready to start tomorrow, we can set you up a video chat or virtual meeting and get the enrollment process started. So the first step would just be submitting that form and giving us a little bit of information about yourself. And then after that, I can gladly get in touch with you.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, I appreciate your time, ladies. It's been really helpful and informational. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.